All right, everyone. So we're back with Nokia, ticker NOK. I am not a financial advisor, guys, but I'm here to give you as much information as I can in regards to decision making for markets in terms of the short term and long term. So I know I just made a video about Nokia, and maybe you guys just skipped over it, to be honest with you, once you saw the ticker. But here's why I believe Nokia can move significantly in the short and long term. So I did a little bit more digging, and it turns out that Nokia and Lockheed Martin and Verizon are all working together on a 5G military system going on that is essentially going to provide better communications for military and security of the nation. And they're working with Lockheed Martin, guys. I mean, even according to AI, they're maybe not the best defense stock, but in other words, they pretty much are saying that they are the leading defense stock. So even if it's top three, Lockheed Martin is not a small company to be working with. That's a pretty significant partnership, and with Verizon as well, which I actually had found out that Verizon and Nokia had cut ties, and I guess through this military initiative, there is just a lot of potential, right? So uh, I did see that Nokia was struggling because of their 5G transition and integrating acquisitions and stuff. But I really do think everyone that this Lockheed Martin and Verizon military strategy could be a game changer for Nokia. So I did ask AI. Everything I do is AI, guys. It's not. I mean, I would like to assume that it's pretty good information, but of course, this is where your own due diligence comes into play. So Lockheed Martin and Nokia are collaborating to advance defense capabilities through their 5G MIL solution, and their partnership focuses on integrating Nokia's military-grade 5G solutions into Lockheed Martin's 5G military hybrid base station. So again, guys, very very important partnership. This demonstrates the interoperability of Nokia's 5G solutions within the 5G military. So, lastly, guys, what does this do for earnings, right? So, this initiative was on March 2nd, 2025. So, through the initial phases, there should be some sort of revenue seen, maybe even with this next earnings, right? But long story short, guys, I want to focus on this, right? How does this benefit Nokia? So, we're entering a crucial market segment, right? Communications within military. You guys know what's going on in the world. This is going to be very important, right? Showcases flexibility and openness, right? So Nokia has been kind of taking a low key take on the market, in my opinion, but here they are kind of working underground with some big names. Potential for further collaboration and innovation, right? You're now entering the big boys with Lockheed Martin and Verizon, right? Now you have technology that it's at another level. So maybe you're able to do things that you weren't able to do before, and then you have your cash sitting as Nokia. We'll get into that in a little bit. So, increases market reach and opportunities, right? So, just these kind of contracts are very helpful for the movement of a stock. So, speaking of, right, I kind of did a quick analysis earlier, guys. Now, let me preface by saying, if we look at the 4 hour, it's on a downtrend, right? But the 13 is so far away from the 200. So sometimes, guys, now don't get me wrong, it could still creep a little bit further these next couple days, but I do think earnings is going to be a good report, which should help it. But where it brings it, I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully closer to at least that 200-day moving average. I'm not expecting significant shifts, guys, but I'm just saying it could happen. It may, you know how things are nowadays. But other than that, this is a good long-term play, in my opinion, given the price. Now, please do your own due diligence. I have heard, debt with this company, if I'm not mistaken. So if we get into the financials real quick, we have, you guys know I'm about three things, right? So total revenue over operating expense, or total revenue over operating expense, which is about 2.5, which is not bad if I'm doing that correctly. Yeah, I'm sorry, operating income. Okay, it's not bad, guys. It's not. You need to do this on your own, but I'm just kind of doing it quickly on my own. Total assets over total liabilities, looking good. I'm sorry, current assets over current liabilities. I'm sorry, and then cash flow. Guys, we have cash. I mean, you want cash in your company, right? That is actually the foundation of what you should have. So, Nokia, guys, check it out. Check it out. Revenue was creeping down, but hey, I really think that this year could be a pivot point, right? So we have to really remember that, right? Earnings per share is positive. That's good. Guys, looks pretty good. But of course, let me know what you guys think. Last thing I'm going to look at, research and development. We got about 4 billion. So perfect, guys. I really think everything checks out with Nokia, but let me know what you guys think.